Hey Aries, Kapualani here with your girl and her moon Virgo lunar eclipse reading. Let's dive into the cards, Aries, and see what your message is from Spirit for this Virgo lunar eclipse. Okay, so right away, Aries, we've got the Magician. So this is going to be a moment to take your power back, is what I'm hearing, your message from the universe. It's about arming yourself with self-empowerment. It's about aligning your vision with the steps that you can take and the energy that you can embody in the present moment in order to co-create and manifest that which you desire. All right, so what will this full moon be bringing into your awareness? And by the way, with this Magician energy, if you happen to have Virgo or Gemini placements in your chart, I encourage you to check that out. If you have a significant Virgo or Gemini zodiac sign around you, a person around you, I would encourage that. We've got, so I'm, to be fair, I was like, well, 4 cards did fall out, so we're going to go with this, okay? We've got the 7 of Pentacles. This is about taking personal inventory, excuse me, Aries. So we want to take personal inventory. We want to get organized. We want to really take an account of the steps that have been made and the things that you've already managed to grow and develop up to this point, because you have come a long way. All right. This is a time to really ask yourself, what is worth your while? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Okay, when it comes to the time, energy, and value that you're investing in a person, in an experience, in an activity, in a goal, even, in terms of the effort that you've been putting out. Have the costs been greater or less than the benefits? Have they been equal? And this is that time to really make an adjustment, make any necessary adjustments. I'm going to go with the cards as they've kind of laid themselves out here. Now we've got the world energy, which reflects the fixed signs. So we've got Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energies with the world. And this energy is asking you, or rather it's giving you guidance on what you may need to revisit. So it's about really acknowledging the greater cycles that have been completing themselves. I feel like Spirit saying, take a look at your life this time last year, right? Think about what was going on this time last year and look at how far you've come. Again, this is that inventory, right? About how far you've come, how far you've managed to grow, develop, and where you have been investing your time, energy, and value, and what has come through from it. And so in looking back, at this point, moving forward, so a year from now, what are you projecting? What are you holding space to manifest, to co-create, all right? This world energy is saying that something has been completed. So, for better or worse, I don't know why it's coming through that way, Aries, but that's just, the way the downloads are coming through. Because sometimes just because you've completed a cycle, just because you have fulfilled a certain, cycle, sorry, I didn't want to be repetitive there, but something has been fulfilled doesn't mean that it's necessarily fulfilling, right? And so that's where Spirit is saying you may have come a lot further along, and maybe that's part of the reason why we've got this world about seeing the bigger picture. We're focusing on both the macrocosmic and the microcosmic. We're looking at things a 360 degree perspective as things are coming full circle for you. So advice for a smooth Virgo lunar eclipse. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. So growth. Look at this. Celebrations. All right. This is all about future generational wealth and stability. This is about house and home. This is about accomplishment. So focusing on those things. That which, again, you have already managed to complete. So there's something here that has come again into fruition for you, Aries. And that's where I like that we're seeing this Magician at the center, at the core of your reading, because you are in a very powerful position to embody that new cycle. I don't know, it's coming through that way. So endings and beginnings are going to be very significant. Cycles of completion, all right, very significant. And also, I feel like there's something here with wealth, generational wealth, being in a position to have a solid future. You're focusing on future foundations and again, future stability. And so what sort of break downtime is your soul craving? Temperance. Okay, so this is about balance. This is about harmony. This is about having patience while those next phases are starting to come together, starting to amalgamate. There may be a form of alchemy in terms of the energies, in terms of that macrocosmic, microcosmic balance. Temperance, of course, is Sagittarius energy. So again, if you have that aspect in your chart, if you know someone with that zodiac sign or with that sort of an influence, that may be, something to look into. I also feel that with this temperance energy, in terms of just a vacation, what vacation is your soul craving? I feel like, because of that Sagittarius energy with the horse, I'm getting freedom. You really want some freedom. You really want to move forward. But again, it's a process. So give yourself a little bit of time. And that's the nice thing. Maybe you are ready for things to slow down a little so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, of your harvest. Okay, so Aries, I encourage you to check out your moon and rising signs for sure. If it speaks to you, your your Venus, your North Node, any of those other aspects that are resonating with you and for you, of course, you know what to do and where to go, girlandhermoon.com, for any other guidance or support you should need in the meantime. And just remember, we do offer 45-minute live readings in addition to the pre-recorded readings here. So take care and have a blessed Virgo lunar eclipse, Aries. Taurus, how are you? Kapualani here with your girl and her moon Virgo lunar eclipse reading. Let's see what message Spirit has for you for this Virgo lunar eclipse. Taurus. All right. So what is the message for Taurus, Spirit? What is the message for Taurus? Thank you. Oh, we've got the sun. So the sun is shining. The sun is coming through. Focus on the good that's right in front of you. We've got Leo energies with this sun solar. There's freedom. There's liberation. All things revealed under the sun, under the light. This is something about that you're allowed to be present to the moment. You're allowed to experience joy. Recognize the freedoms that you have in the here and now, Taurus. I feel like the sun is shining. The sun will come up tomorrow. In case you are feeling a little cloudy or a little gloomy, that's where I feel like, even actually if you have been more indoors, okay, maybe get some sunshine. And in your area in the world, wherever you are in the world, if it hasn't been sunny, if you're still getting gloomy weather, maybe this is a sign to just kind of get a sun lamp or something. Get your vitamin D. I'm just getting that message. Get your vitamin D. Release yourself from any restrictions. Open up to that childlike sense of wonder, of curiosity, okay? Let's see. What is this full moon going to bring into your awareness? This lunar eclipse full moon, Taurus? Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Don't rush. Don't be hasty, but stay focused. Tune out the distractions. Stay aligned with your perspective, with your vision. Be mindful of any surrounding influences, any kind of voices or opinions that just are might even be rubbing you the wrong way, I'm getting, Taurus. So tune them out and stay focused on your vision. Keep an eye, and don't lose sight of that light at the end of the tunnel. So there's something here with the fire elements that are coming through with your life force energy, staying true to your voice, your opinion, what is motivating and inspiring you into action. Okay, I feel like, if it's a matter of expression in any form, it's saying to stay true to your vision. There's a lot of distractions out there, and what we may perceive as competition, competitive forces, whether they're people, whether they're just distractions, like it's hard to focus, that kind of a thing. Spirit is saying, just, stay true again to that light at the end of the tunnel, because you're almost there. Don't give up. Okay, stand your ground again, but be, take this time also to make sure that you've got your bases covered, because you don't need to rush. You don't need to do anything in a manner of haste, if that makes sense. All right. Then we've got the Son of Wands, more fire energy. So truly, Taurus, if you have Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your chart, I definitely encourage you, especially if it's your moon or rising sign, to check out that reading. Okay, there may be some valuable insight for you, or just, a little bit of guidance or fun for that matter that could resonate. But this Son of Wands is representing what you might be revisiting. So a sense of vigor, all right? I'm getting this energy. It's like life force when we've got fire, and what you're passionate about. So pursuing your passions. You're being set free in some way, and there's a new dawn, a new day that's coming through with this lunar eclipse energy. Okay, so pursue, go after whatever it is that is speaking to you intuitively on a heart and soul level, and spiritually. Excuse me. Obviously, be adventurous. There may be, maybe you could get your body moving, especially if you have been stagnated. I get this energy of get outside. Maybe if it's rainy, like just go somewhere, go outdoors, but wear a raincoat, get an umbrella. If it's too cold, then don't worry about it. It's just about getting moving. Maybe it's just about moving around the house, but if anything, it's getting that creative energy moving. All right, really kind of getting that creative fire stoking that creative fire, in other words. Three of Cups. Okay, this is advice for a smooth full moon. So Three of Cups, enjoy, celebrate. There's, again, energies you're allowed to celebrate. You're allowed to have fun. If you are going to be having conversation, make sure that you're, not having negative gossip, but just have positive gossip. This is a time to lean on those one or two close friends, loved ones, family members who really get you, who really understand you, who really speak your language. So what sort of downtime or break you're so craving? Yeah, maybe things have been very difficult. 3 and 3. So I would check out angel number 3, angel number 33 for some additional guidance. But with this 3 of Swords, it's like some alleviation, mental alleviation. If you've been experiencing a little bit of heartache or heartbreak, that's where it's about looking to the future. 2 of Wands. So all that fire is really lining up that vision and taking the steps, but not worrying too much about what's so far ahead of you, not worrying about next month or next year, but just focus on, right here, right now, maybe tomorrow, that kind of a thing in terms of your projection. But otherwise, don't overwhelm yourself with too much, just kind of let the path reveal itself. Again, have fun and open up to that creative vision. Focus on the short-term goals, the short-term plans in order to get you where you want to go. All right. But otherwise, Taurus, check out again your moon, your rising signs, and if it speaks to you, your Venus, North Node, all the things. Otherwise, you know where to go, girlonourmoon.com for a live 45-minute reading or a pre-recorded reading. We are here for you. Have a blessed and beautiful lunar eclipse, Virgo lunar eclipse. Okay, Taurus, till next time. Hey Gemini, Kapualani here with your girl and her moon, Virgo lunar eclipse reading. I hope that this finds you doing well. As we dive into the cards here, Gemini, we're just going to ask Spirit, what does Gemini need to know in the here and now? What messages are coming through for you, Gemini? Your message from the universe. Thank you, Spirit. I'm just going to pull that one. Look at that. The world, expansion, opening up to the bigger picture while staying focused on the details, which I feel like you're very good at, Gemini. There are cycles of completion here, things that are being fulfilled, okay? Where were you at this time last year? I feel like this is something that's going to be coming through. I think it came through for Aries, this world card. But I digress. This is your reading. So this is about, again, where were you at this point last year and where do you desire to be? Where do you see things developing at this point next year? Okay, so there's something that is like the wheels are turning with the world card. I want to make sure I put it in that mention. It represents the fixed signs. So Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, if you have that in your chart. If that's a significant person with that sign around you, maybe look into that or be present to that. But otherwise, things are coming full circle with this world energy. There's a bigger picture that's opening up. So don't get too lost in the details is also what I'm getting for you. Okay, Gemini? I feel like there's growth. Maybe there's a lot more development than you're aware of. And if you're looking for a sign, if something is done, if something is completed, its cycle, like a karmic connection, this would be your sign that it's completed, that you've done the work. And so it's time to just really absorb all of those learning experiences, those lessons. And again, what are you going to do with that energy, and how has it changed you, right, in this past year or so, or maybe even longer? And then where do you see yourself? Who do you see yourself developing or becoming at this point next year? Okay, so set those intentions, make those or set those goals as well. Okay, and let's see next, what is this full moon bringing to your awareness, Gemini? Spirit, what is Gemini need to know? Okay, so we got the Empress. I know it fell out in reverse, but in this Empress energy, bringing to your awareness, okay, where are you maybe, because this Empress technically popped out reverse, these did too, but I'm going to leave it right side up for you. Don't rest on your laurels. Is there an area where you're maybe feeling a bit scattered or complacent? This Empress energy encourages you not to give up and not to get too overwhelmed by the things that you have managed to develop. For whatever reason, and please forgive me, Gemini, but I just have to honor the message here because it relates with the Empress in reverse. I'm hearing don't be lazy when it comes to the tasks at hand and things that need to happen, because time will fly by is what I'm hearing. Don't overindulge. Make sure that you are making healthy choices and decisions for yourself. Make sure that you're also noticing what tools, what resources and skills are available to you in order to manifest and co-create those dreams, those desires, those goals that you have. Okay, you may be taking something for granted, or you may be losing sight of, again, the resources, the skills and so forth that are available to you that you already currently embody. Okay, and I don't know why, but I'm keep getting it. Like, pay attention to the timing of things and the time, because it will fly by. Okay, what are you revisiting? Potentially revisiting again. This was kind of in a reverse, so I gotta honor that. But Spirit is calling for you to simplify. And again, this is another card with that energy of illusion and intoxication that the Seven of Cups represents. Maybe you're recognizing that. Maybe you are understanding where you have been getting a little bit overwhelmed, or where you have been a little bit overindulgent, or just having a difficult time focusing. And so that's where it's like, just keep it simple. Look to your previous experiences in moments where you've had to be a little bit more self-disciplined, Gemini, because you are capable. You're capable of cutting out the toxic energy, or of at least noticing it. Be aware whether or not there are any, if you're being toxic towards yourself, for example, and just kind of not noticing it. Like I said, complacency or laziness, I feel like you get it. Sometimes we get stuck in a rut, and it's really hard to get ourselves out of it. And so that's where we're saying, like, look to the past and moments or times when you've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and how did you get out of it? How did you shift out of that energy back then? Even though you're not the same now, obviously, I just get this feeling. They're saying, like, don't give up and don't be too hard on yourself. You've got this. Got the Daughter of Wands, advice for a smooth full moon. So be playful. I feel like with this Daughter of Wands, be adventurous. This again was kind of in a reverse position, but we don't need to worry about that so much. With this Daughter of Wands, I feel like be open to the signs and synchronicity. Stop and smell the roses. Be open to a new cycle, a new way of seeing things, a new way of doing things, because this is the Wands energy. 5 of Wands as your vacation. Like, what are you desiring in terms of a downtime? In terms of a vacation. And so I feel like, again, this is like, you want things to just be cleared. Any kind of conflict, anywhere that's just feeling a bit rushed, because again, this was like reversing, and that's okay. Just go with the messages, whatever they are, that's coming through. But anywhere where you feel like you're having to really exert yourself, you're ready for that to sort of slow down. If it's arguments with another, or if it's just strain that you're having in terms of actual physical movement for whatever reason, what I'm picking up on right now, Gemini, you're ready for all of that to shift. You're ready for just to have fun, okay, to try something new. Maybe you're going to be traveling, or you're looking to travel, but it's like you're ready for smooth travels. You're ready for things to, you know, like it's, you go out for a walk and you're like, oh, I'm feeling good, and then boom, you know, you stub your toe, or like you trip a little bit. You're like, okay, I'm ready for things to smooth it out. I'm ready for things to just be effortless and easy. All right. So Gemini, check out your moon and rising signs. Check out your Venus, your North Node, all the things as it resonates. Visit us and schedule your session, girlinhermoon.com, 45-minute lives or pre-recorded or both, whatever savvy. But we're here for you nevertheless, Gemini. So I wish you a very blessed and bright Virgo lunar eclipse. Till next time. Hey Cancer, how are you? Kapualani here with your girl and her moon Virgo lunar eclipse reading. So let's dive into the cards here. Already been diving in, Cancer, and see what Spirit has for you this Virgo lunar eclipse. So Spirit, what is Cancer's message here for this Virgo lunar eclipse? Thank you. I've been seeing the Lovers card. As I've been shuffling, it's been catching my eye. So there may be significant choices, decisions being made. You may be ready to move on. You may be advancing somehow, some way. You may be traveling. There could be a specific connection or, again, decision that's going to lead toward growth, greater growth and development. Okay, I'm just getting all of that right away. So Spirit, what does Cancer need to know? What is the message for Cancer from the universe? 5 of Swords, be kind to your mind. 21 that I'm seeing on my timer. I don't know how that's going to show up in the YouTube edit, but I'm seeing that on my timer. So maybe that's a sign for you, Cancer. The number 21, angel number 21, or just 21 if you're 21 years old, or maybe 42 years old. But with this 5 of Swords, okay, it's about managing conflict is what I'm getting. Not getting ahead of yourself, not talking yourself out of doing something, not psyching yourself out. Being mindful that there are easier ways of saying or doing things. Okay, it's not what you say, but it's how you say it, not what you do, but how you do it, right? So what is this lunar eclipse bringing to your awareness? Flopped out here, the Hermit. Okay, so this is about soul searching. This is about going inward. Again, be kind to your mind. The wisdom that you seek, the answers that you're looking for may very well be within you. All right, look to your life lived wisdom, your life lived experiences for guidance. If not, going to an elder perhaps, or someone who does have that clarity, someone who does have that knowledge and experience. All right, if it's not your own, then maybe this is about a mentor or someone that you could be seeking out. So seek that light, and it starts from within. Okay, keep that in mind, especially because you are that light, Cancer. So what are you revisiting? What do you need to revisit this Virgo lunar eclipse? So what does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to revisit, Spirit, for this Virgo lunar eclipse? And thank you. Okay, let's see. Wow, a little bit of extra shuffling here for you, Cancer. Oh, there we go. The world is wanting to show up. So this is definitely okay. If you've got, I believe it showed up for Aries and Gemini. I don't know, it might have showed up for Taurus as well, but Cancer. Okay, what you're revisiting, and I believe it showed up in this position for Aries too, is the completion of cycles. Something has been fulfilled. Okay, some kind of karmic connection. Yeah, look at that, the Ace of Cups. I'll just show all these cards for you. But we've got the Ace of Cups here in terms of advice for a smooth full moon lunar eclipse. So this is about opening up to the new cycles, maybe some heart healing, maybe there's some cleansing energies. I actually did see 2, 3, 4, 5 as well on my timer. Again, I don't know how it's going to show up on the edited video, but I see that. And so we've got some synchronicities here for you, some beginnings. Even if what has come into completion or what has been fulfilled, even if that did not bring you the results, the joy that you wanted, hoped for, or expected, you are going to be entering into a period of fulfillment and a new cycle. Okay, there is something fulfilling that's coming through. Heart healing, again, something that will bring you joy. We've got the 9 of Wands. What kind of break or downtime is your soul craving? So you may be exhausted. We've got 9 of Wands. We've got the 7 of Swords. We've got the 6 of Swords. So you really just want to see things as they are. You know, I think you're ready to sort of retreat a little bit. This is giving me feelings of wanting to just pause. Maybe part of you is wanting to turn back time, turn back the hands of time, go back into the past, you know, but you're also wanting to move on from it. Okay. So I don't know, there's a really interesting message. Sorry about that if it sounds confusing, Cancer, but it's what's coming through. And as I always say, I gotta honor the message as it's flowing. But I feel like you just want a moment of pause. You want to, you know, with this Nine of Wands especially, and then again paired with these other energies, you've learned a lot of lessons. You have absorbed a lot of learning in terms of just the life experiences, the things that you've been through. And so in your own way, you're ready to move on, okay? You don't need to make an announcement to the world. And actually, if you're planning on traveling, maybe you're ready to do a little getaway, a staycation, or something along those lines, if it's not a bit of travel or even a relocation. But I feel like lessons learn from the past, and keep certain bits of information to yourself. We don't need to make an announcement, right? It's like moving in silence here is the greater message that I'm picking up on for you, okay, Cancer? So overall, be open to the healing. You are moving onward and forward. You're moving away from conflict. You're moving on from conflict, or just, you know, just feeling not so great, or whatever it is. If it's just not even, you're like, well, I've been okay. I felt okay. There hasn't been conflict, but just confusion at minimum, or just exhaustion as well, or like not really knowing, you know, what to do, or how to make something happen. There's smooth sailing ahead. Okay, Cancer? So check out your moon, your rising signs, and if it speaks to you, your Venus and North Node. I always like to add that in there. But of course, schedule your session, whether it's girllunarmoon.com for a 45-minute live reading or a pre-recorded. We are here for you. Have a beautiful and blessed full moon, lunar eclipse, Cancer. Till next time, thanks for being here. Leo, how are you? Kapualani with your girl and her moon, Virgo, full moon, lunar eclipse. I wanted to make sure that I got it all out, Leo. So how are you? I hope that you're doing well. I hope that this finds you doing well. If not, I'm sending so much light, support, energy healing, all the things. I'm sending that your way, Leo. So Spirit, let's get a message for my Leos here. So Leo, what is the message for Leo? What is the message? What do you need to hear from the universe this Virgo full moon, lunar eclipse? Message for Leo. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Ooh, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Nice. So there's a new beginning, a new seed to plant, Leo. Okay. You have every reason to feel empowered and optimistic is what I'm hearing. It all starts from within. So look no further than where you are to experience the growth, to experience the changes, or whatever it is, okay, that you're holding space for. Starts right here, right now, with this new cycle. And with the Ace of Pentacles, remembering that it's Pentacles, and sorry for that kind of loud noise there with the cards on the table. It's understanding that Pentacles moves slowly. So there's something that's going to be developing over time, something that maybe you're going to be working toward over time, or that will be bringing you long-term results. Okay, so I feel like the guidance here is, you know, again, it starts from within. So on a physical level, treat yourself right, you know, be good to your body, mind your health, what you're eating and so forth, in terms of how it's going to affect you in the long run. But more than that, I get that again with this Ace of Pentacles, Leo, there's a new seed, a new cycle, a new beginning that's presenting itself, a new platform from which to grow and to build. Okay, so what will this will be bringing into your awareness? Like I said, over time. Son of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. And the Son of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, reminds us that out of all of the knights, this knight gets the job done. May not show up as swiftly or get to the finish line as quickly as the other knights, but gets the job done. And where this knight plants a seed, something is sure to grow. So remember not to get too overly focused or engrossed in what it is that you're looking at and what it is that you're doing. Be open and find that balance between the destination and the journey. I tend to say, when I see the Son of Pentacles Just remember not to get lost in the forest, lost among the forest for the trees, or lost, right? Lost in the forest among the trees, something like that. Sorry if I'm like mixing it up, but I think you get what I'm saying here. There are things that are going to be again developing over time. So slow and steady, wins the race, Leo. Okay. So what will Leo need to revisit, Spirit? What is Leo potentially revisiting this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse? Thank you, Spirit. Leo's message. What are you revisiting? Okay, we got a lot of cards here. I don't know what we're going to go through all because that's quite a few. But we've got the Son of Cups, okay, Knight of Cups. So Knights here, so there's movement. You may be moving, you may be relocating. This may be about just kind of, if it's not a physical relocation or move, there could be just a lot of movement that's happening at this time. What you're revisiting with the Knight of Cups is be strong in your heart, be brave, okay, and be willing, and come from the heart at that. Listen to your heart. Don't hesitate, okay? Notice the signs and the synchronicities. Listen to your gut and be willing to go for it, okay? And don't hold back. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. A little mess is okay. You know, it's okay to make a little bit of a mess. I don't know why that's coming through, but I just got to honor it. But, you know, brave, I don't know why, but with Knights, I'm hearing like knight in shining armor, bravery. Look out for potential even messages coming your way. People heading your way. I don't know why, but it's like another message that I'm getting. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. We've got the Hangman here. Okay, so looking at things from a different perspective. Okay, taking the time to pause, to conserve your energy. There's no rush, okay? There's no rush. There's a time and a place for everything. Make sure also that when the opportunity presents itself, that you're not holding back, or not holding yourself up, if that makes sense. You know, you want to make sure that you are not causing yourself to stay stuck or on pause unnecessarily. But otherwise, it's going to benefit you to get rest, to observe is going to be a really big one is what I'm getting. Be the observer is a big message coming through. But again, I feel like there's also something here when I see this bat, with its arms just wrapped around its body. I get this feeling about just kind of protecting yourself. Excuse me. Okay, definitely spoke her truth there. Hit it on the nose. But protect yourself, okay, accordingly, wherever you may be feeling vulnerable. And maybe it is about even health matters in terms of not rushing and honoring your own needs right now and making sure that you're observant to the world around you while also being aware of your own boundaries and limits, okay? So let's get advice for, what sort of downtime, what sort of vacation is your soul craving? And just adding on to the message here, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, so personal inventory, taking a look back to see how far you've come, getting organized, lining up your ducks in a row. And speaking of ducks, here we got the duckling, the swanling with the full Aquarius energy, Pisces energy there. And there's your card, Leo, with the sun shining through. So there's something here with, the sun coming out, focusing on what brings you joy in terms of what, and where you've been investing your time, energy, and value. Leo, ask yourself what worth your time, energy, and value based on the steps that you've taken, based on the moves that you've made, okay? Has it been worthwhile? Does it feel at times, like sometimes when someone's coming to advice, right, or you're giving advice, like what is that saying, throwing pearls to swine? And so part of it is recognizing where you're being honored, right, and just letting go, letting flow. There's no need to get upset about it. And hence I feel like the reason that we're seeing this energy of moving slowly, following your heart, saying and doing where your heart is guiding you, saying where your heart is speaking to you, but taking that time to just kind of observe as well and see things from a different perspective, But with the Fool of the Sun, definitely some new beginnings. It's something that's going to bring you a lot of freedom, a lot of joy. All right, we've got the Daughter of Pentacles, again, with a new beginning, something solid, something tangible. Maybe it's something that is a little bit hands-on. Maybe there's new money, new ways of making money that's going to be opening up for you, coming your way. Seven of Wands, assert yourself, okay? Stay focused, don't get distracted, like all the pretty colors and oh, look, a squirrel, like that kind of a thing. Stay focused, assert yourself, be true to your own voice, your own vision. You got second chances coming through with the Judgment card. We've got a revelation, a realization as you're spreading your wings. You will fly, okay? But again, I feel like with this Judgment card, there are second chances. Something is in development. So you got a lot coming your way, Leo. With the downtime energy, things may be a bit busy, and I say that because of the number of cards that came flying out here. But trust that there's definitely something in development. You're going through something of a metamorphosis right now, and you will be. So let your body, like, listen to your body, allow for your senses to guide you accordingly. And Leo, I want to encourage you to check out your moon and rising signs. Check out your North Node, your Venus, if that resonates. And of course, book your session with us, girlrunamoon.com. You can get where you can get your 45-minute live reading or a pre-recorded reading. Sorry about that, fumbling over my words here, Leo, but have a beautiful and blessed full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. Take care. Till next time. Hello, Virgo. How are you? We've got your sign, Virgo, full moon lunar eclipse. So let's dive into the cards here and see what we see, what messages are coming through for you, Virgo. Okay, so Spirit, what does Virgo need to hear from the universe this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse? It's your full moon here, Virgo. So let's see what we see. Virgo's message from the universe, Spirit. Too many cards here, so I'm going to stick with this one. Justice. Wow. Okay, so we got Libra energy coming through. If you've got that in your chart anywhere, maybe check that reading out for the Libra sign. But scales of balance, karmic scales of balance, okay? I feel like there could be some significant karmic connections or contracts that are going to be either completing, that you're looking at, that are going to be brought up with this particular full moon. There could be some significant documents for you to pay attention to. Make sure that you're minding the details is part of also the message that I'm getting with this Justice card. Virgo, where things have been misaligned or imbalanced, get ready for the pendulum to swing back your way, okay, for the better, for the good. Where you have really been asserting yourself, doing the work, showing up, you will see results. Those results are going to start to come your way. It's going to start to unfold, all right? I feel like in this sense as well with the Justice card, not everything, as we know, is black and white. It's not just about the quantity, it's also about the quality. So I feel like maybe that's also a message. Whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that the quality that you're putting into it is also a match, vibrationally and up to par, and not just the quantity. And especially like where you are receiving, like where you're giving, where you're receiving. Make sure, of course, first and foremost, that it's balanced and not just that. But again, it's not just about the quantity, it's the value, it's the quality of it, okay? So what will be brought into your awareness this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse? So for Virgo, what's going to be brought into Virgo's awareness, Spirit? And thank you. Does Virgo need to know what is coming into Virgo's awareness here? Thank you. All right, Seven of Pentacles. This card's been showing up, so there's definitely a collective sort of energy coming through here for this particular lunar eclipse, which doesn't surprise me. So, Seven of Pentacles is taking inventory, personal inventory. We're getting organized, okay? We're lining up our work. I feel like this could be, if you haven't done so in a while, maybe clean your closet is part of what I'm getting. Getting organized. If you have been doing the work and just piling things up, kind of like when you're socking money away in a piggy bank, don't hesitate to look back and see how far you've come, how close you are to your goal, because you're getting closer and closer. All right, so while you're being encouraged not to give up on your efforts, keep moving forward on it. This is also calling you, whenever I see the Seven of Pentacles, I'm, guided to ask, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, are the people, places, and experiences that you're investing your time, energy, and value in, are they worth your while? Has it been worth your while? Is it worth your while? Okay. Are the steps that you're taking making sense, or are you just running around aimlessly and draining yourself? Right? It's all going to add up in the end, one way or another. So what are you needing to revisit? The Daughter of Swords. And right here I'm hitting cutting someone loose, cutting yourself some slack, but not too much slack. There's new information to be learned. I feel like there may be something in the details. There's something about details that Spirit is calling your attention to, Virgo. Okay, there's something in the details. And here we go. We've got the star energy, advice for a smooth full moon. Keep hope alive, keep dreaming, but stay grounded in that. Revisit your goals so that you can see how far along you've come, and make sure that you're not just doing extra work, just, you know what I mean, just because you've been used to it. Something may be like, you may be ready to cut ties with something or someone. And when I say cut ties, I just get it like with baggage, things that are weighing you down, so you can be free, liberate yourself. You are the star of your own show, so don't hesitate to shine. Okay, don't hesitate to shine. We got Aquarius energy here, so if you have Aquarius in your chart and significant Aquarius energy around you, that person or that sign in your chart may be significant, so I encourage you to maybe take a look at that reading. But yeah, advice with the star energy is also healing, so take the time to focus on your healing. All right, especially if things have been stressful, especially if there's been a little bit of a shift that's been uncomfortable. All right. But what sort of vacation is your soul craving? We got Father of Wands. You want to stand in your power. Okay, we're going to be looking at the bigger picture and embracing the greater vision, the long-term vision, because the King of Wands, the Father of Wands, is that visionary. Now, being that this is a King of Father, we are also being called to what? Self-discipline. We're going to pace ourselves. We're not going to be in a rush. May have been a little bit overwhelmed with certain conversations. There may have been certain thoughts or bits of information that needed time to develop, because sometimes we have a little bit of a short attention span. And so that's where, okay, things are starting to make sense, starting to amalgamate. And so we can line things up, and don't hesitate. Don't be afraid to take that inspired action accordingly. Okay, that's that Father of Wands. Pace yourself, embrace it as a pilgrimage, but don't hesitate to take that inspired action nonetheless. Don't be afraid to be seen. Don't be afraid. Like, maybe you're an artist, because sometimes with the Father of Wands, that King of Wands, that's a very creative person, a creative energy. If you're a musician, if you're an actor, if you're a painter, whatever that energy is, you have honed your craft and you're ready to showcase it, is what I'm getting. Okay, there may have been certain things that have made you feel like a little bit unprepared or a little bit reluctant, overwhelmed by just, oh gosh, there's anxiety is what I'm getting, but you've come a long way and you're ready to showcase. They keep getting it. Showcase your talents. Put yourself out there. You're ready for it, Virgo. All right. So I encourage you, Virgo, to check out your moon and rising signs if it speaks to you, your Venus and North nodes. But otherwise, definitely book your session with us, growinourmoon.com. We are here for you, whether it's a 45-minute live reading or a pre-recorded. So I wish you a very bright and blessed Virgo full moon lunar eclipse. Till next time. What's up, Libra? Kapualani here with your girl and her moon Virgo full moon lunar eclipse reading. Let's dive into the cards, Libra. Let's see what message you need to hear from the universe. So Spirit, what is Libra's message from the universe this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse? Right away, we've got the Father of Pentacles. So we got earth energies opening things up here, staying grounded, being responsible. I feel like there's something, I don't know why, I don't mean to sound like kind of basic here, but I'm getting like you may be really focusing on your stability, on whether it's a career or making certain advancements toward a more stable, secure future for whatever reason, but you have the skill set. There may be a significant earth energy in your chart, or around you. So that would be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. So check that out. Check out those messages, or rather that tarot scope, if it resonates. But at the core of it, with the Father of Pentacles, I don't know why, but I'm getting like, mind your money. This may be about, growing and developing your money, or just being responsible in that way, taking on more responsibility. I feel like this is also about how you show up. So take pride in yourself. It's okay for you to be a little vain, care about your appearance, I don't know why, but I'm even hearing like maybe there's an event and you can like dress to the nines or something like that. So I don't know, like if it means something, awesome. If not, just let it fall by the wayside, Libra. But I'm getting responsibility and trust that you've got what it takes to just make it happen. You don't need to overthink things. Just get hands on and do the thing. Okay, just put that one foot in front of the other, because you have the experience, you have the expertise, and it's about coming forth in a professional mannerism. Okay. And again, this may be someone around you. For whatever reason, I just have to say that. But let's see what this full moon will be bringing into your awareness. Okay, so what will be brought into Libra's awareness this Virgo full moon, lunar eclipse, Spirit? And thank you. What's being brought into Libra's awareness? Yeah, you're ready to take charge, and you're in that position too, just as I say that the sun. So there could be a strong Leo energy either in your chart again or around you. I feel like being present to the moment, like all things under the sun will be revealed, okay? Nothing is hidden. All right, in case you're wondering, like if you're missing out on any details, everything that you need to know is being revealed, will be revealed. Surrender to your joy. Be present to the moment. Liberate yourself from any areas where you might be holding back. You're ready. You've done the work. You've done the full work. You've taken the time to establish yourself to get to where you are. And if you haven't felt that, this is what's happening. Okay. This is what's happening. So what will you need to potentially revisit? And by the way, with that sun energy, going back to it, again, there's something very freeing, very liberating, empowering. Spend some time outside, perhaps. What you're revisiting, the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. People, places, experiences that bring you joy and fulfillment. But I digress, because that Nine of Cups is personally, where you have already managed to co-create and manifest the good. All right, the things that, wishes that you have brought into fruition. Okay, reflect on that and absorb yourself in that positive energy, and that, what is it, the manifestation, the affirmation, that everything always works to my benefit, good things always come my way, things of that nature. I'm getting that, maybe there are some empowering, positive affirmations that you can work with in terms of manifesting, but really notice again how far you've already come, and embrace your ability to fulfill yourself, because the number 9 here, especially with the 9 of Cups, is self-fulfillment, personal fulfillment, and especially with this sun, that joy, right? And inner joy. And then of course we've got the Death card, advice for a smooth full moon, Scorpio energy, transformation. So life and death here. You're shedding, you're releasing. And I feel like let go, just embrace, surrender, let nature take its course, let the past drop into the past. But there's a shift that's happening, right? There's a shift that's happening. So there are new beginnings. There is a new life that's being brought into your awareness, okay? There's freedom that's coming through. And as you, as this is being brought into your awareness, as you're cycling into this energy, you're shedding, you're releasing. Okay, so I just get like surrender and let go. Allow for the transformations to happen. It's working on your behalf. Okay, shedding the past. All right, so what sort of downtime, what sort of break is your soul craving? Spirit, what is the message? Got it. 10 of Wands, you want those completions of cycles. You want the burdens to be over. You want the overwhelm, to be done with. The hard work and effort that you've been putting in, you're ready to put that bundle of wood down, and you're ready to build a fire. All right, replenish. And I say that because, with the 10 of Wands, 10 is that symbolic of cycles, right? Endings and beginnings. And we got these cycles here with the sun and that death energy, life and death again. Sorry to sound so strange or kind of, obvious, but that 10 of Wands is you're ready to put down your burdens. Okay, you're ready for those hardships to be over. And again, you're ready to build a fire to replenish yourself, to warm yourself. I don't know why, if you're in a cold area, maybe that has some kind of resonance for you. But I do feel, okay, that, with this 10 of Wands, whatever new cycle, new beginning that you're opening up to, you are definitely not going into it empty handed. There are a number of life lived lessons and experiences that you're taking with you. Okay, there may even be things that you've gained physically, and I say that because even though this is fire, it's action based. Something physical is likely going to be manifesting, even if it's just the changes that you yourself are going through in a very subtle type of way in life, right? In our bodies, like we always, no matter what, even when we're sleeping, we're not standing still or whatever. I don't know, that sounded kind of silly, I'm sorry, I hope that made sense. But at any rate, Libra, check out your moon and rising signs. Schedule your session with us, girlinourmoon.com. I almost forgot, check out your Venus and North Node if that speaks to you. But girlinourmoon.com for any other guidance or support you should need in the meantime, whether it's a 45-minute live or a pre-recorded reading, we are here for you. So have a blessed and bright full moon, Libra. Till next time. Greetings, Scorpio. Kapualani here with your girl and her moon, Virgo full moon, lunar eclipse. Sorry, I had to pause on that one. It's a Virgo full moon, lunar eclipse reading, Scorpio. So Spirit, what does Scorpio need to hear from the universe this Virgo full moon? So this message for Scorpio: is your world flipped upside down? Does it feel that way? Okay, does it feel that way? You may feel a little stuck, if there is a cycle that's come to completion, maybe it didn't turn out the way that you had hoped or anticipated. Even though it's reversed, I'm going to just kind of read it this way, or look at it this way. Don't give up, of course. Something may be delayed. There may be some kind of completion, something that a cycle, something karmic that feels delayed, or it is delayed, or there's something that you're feeling a little bit upside down about. Like, again, does it feel like your world is upside down? Does it feel as though there are things that are not balanced for you, okay, that are not quite aligned? I'm going to keep these two cards together. I was going to put this here, but I'm like, we'll see how the messages come through. But this Six of Pentacles message, but also what's being brought into your awareness here is fairness. I'm almost getting like equal pay for the work that you're giving, or have you been giving more than you're receiving? Is it time for you to just sort of sit back and just kind of open up to receiving? Okay, have you been over giving or overdoing? Now is the time. Okay, sometimes with the Six of Pentacles, it does speak to seeing developments and progress in terms of the long term, like where you have invested yourself. It's time to see the rewards of your hard earned efforts. And so that's where I'm getting, does it feel like things are imbalanced, or what's the word, disharmonious? And if so, take this time to just find your foothold. Okay, find your foothold and recognize where you may be overgiving or overdoing for those who are not quite giving back. Not that, and the fact is, it's not always on purpose or even conscious, right? And I feel like that, Scorpio. So if that's the case, it's about just, all you can do is take ownership and responsibility for yourself and your actions. So that's where you can make the necessary adjustments as needed, okay? So what are you potentially revisiting this full moon, this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse? Okay, a lot of cards here. Tons of cards. We got the Fool here. What are you revisiting? New beginnings. Maybe feeling foolish. Maybe you were surrendering and then boop, you slipped, and it's like, oh my gosh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. It's like a little bit of an oopsie. So just dust yourself up and keep going is what I'm hearing. Mother of Swords here. Be self-disciplined. Don't be too hard on yourself. Step back and disconnect from any feelings of being overly emotional, because the Mother of Swords is all about detaching from the emotions. We're not being cold and calculated here, but we're seeing people, places, situations for who and what they are. not how we wish for them to be. Maybe, you know, with this full energy, and by the way, the world, the full Aquarius energy, but the world is also the other fixed signs with Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, your sign showing up here. Okay, so with that full energy, again, where you may feel like you were just kind of surrendering, I feel like there may have been travel, maybe we're just kind of going with the flow, but now it's time to get back into the swing of things with that Mother of Swords, a little bit more responsible to the bottom line is what I'm hearing, or to the details. So this may be a time to just either gather information, to review information, or at least just whatever responsibilities that you have right now. So here we're going to be looking at what a vacation that your soul is craving. You want a bit of fun, that devil energy, Capricorn energy. So having a little bit of fun, freedom, releasing yourself from any areas of codependency, recognizing any toxic energies that you may be exhibiting or that may be around you, all right, and freeing yourself accordingly. Okay, but aside from that, I feel like it's about just continuing to have a little bit of fun, be a little bit mischievous. I don't know why, I'm just getting that. It's time to move on. So I feel like even with the Capricorn energy, I don't know why, but I'm hearing just like movement, right? Because goats don't stay still. So we're moving on from what hasn't worked. We're moving on. Maybe we had a good time, but we got to keep moving forward here. We can't go back, and there will be more good times ahead. The sun guarantees that. Leo energy here, okay? So focusing on the joy, focusing on the present moment, not allowing for the past to weigh you down. Two of Pentacles, there are still choices ahead of you, but we want to find balance in that. Maintain your balance, stay focused on the day-to-day, and don't get too overly concerned about, tomorrow, so to speak. So if you've been overthinking or overdoing, it's time to slow down and let go of any of those vices that may be holding you back. Son of Swords, okay, so there's going to be swift movement coming through, maybe some messages, maybe you were, there's travel, but then there's more travel. So if you haven't traveled, maybe you will be. And if you have traveled, there will be travels coming up for you again, actually maybe sooner than you think, sooner than you realize. Strength card, there's another Leo energy. So there may be a significant Leo in your energy field or in your chart. Mother of Wands, similar with fire signs. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There may be some frustrations. Okay, you're ready to really embrace a sense of self-care. When I see the Mother of Wands, sometimes I think of the, beauty. I think of just feeling a lot more secure with yourself. I feel like, don't fight against the tides. I feel like this is all about overcoming things that may feel unstable or like up in the air, if things feel like they're up in the air. And so that's where it's kind of like, look at things from a higher perspective. All right, Scorpio, and everything will fall into place divinely as it's meant to. So I encourage you to check out your moon and rising signs, your Venus and North Node. Book your session with us, girlonamoon.com. We offer 45-minute lives or pre-recorded readings. But till next time, take care. Have a blessed and bright full moon, Scorpio. Hello, Sagittarius. Kapualani here with your girl and her moon. Virgo, full moon lunar eclipse reading. I hope that this finds you doing well, Sagittarius. I'm sending you loads of light in the meantime. So let's see, Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know? What is Sagittarius's message from the universe this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse? We've got this Nine of Cups card. So wishes and fulfillment. You should be feeling pretty good about yourself, feeling pretty fulfilled, and like, I don't know, your cup runneth over. So I feel like there shouldn't really be any form of lack in your life, and you should be feeling pretty good about yourself and how far you've come. This is time to just enjoy the good. All right, enjoy the good, enjoy the flavors and so forth. This Father of Wands card popped out next in terms of what this full moon will be bringing into your awareness. Even though it's reversed, I'm just going to keep it right side up and tune in here. So I'm getting, slow down. I don't know why, but it's like keep your eyes open in terms of, because when we have the King of Wands reverse, it could be somebody who is just kind of putting on a show for whatever reason. Maybe you feel that way. Like, for example, what I'm getting is maybe there are others who are going through some stuff, but you're doing pretty well. you know, or vice versa. Others are doing well and you're not feeling so well. So it's about just putting your best foot forward, and maybe you feeling like you have to kind of pretend a little bit, like fake it till you make it. But otherwise, I feel like this is about, you know, recognizing where you may be short-sighted about things and start to embrace the bigger picture, the more long-term vision of things, because that father wants is a visionary. So open up to the vision accordingly. Okay, so let's see what you might be revisiting, Sagittarius. And speaking of which, that Father of Wands, that's your energy, right? Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energies. But again, what are you potentially revisiting here, Sagittarius? A message for Sagittarius. What is Sagittarius potentially revisiting? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we've got the Empress. So this is Taurus energy. So this is about fulfillment. You got a lot of fulfillment coming through and your ability to self-fulfill. Okay, the Empress is about abundance, prosperity, wealth. I feel like you have every reason to smile and to feel good about the you know, what you've managed to co-create and manifest in your reality. Anything that you are trying to co-create and manifest, just realize you have the skills, the resources available to you, and you know, it's about manifestation through attraction in this case. All right, so let's get you some advice for a smooth full moon. Ace of Cups, yeah. So open up to new cycles of fulfillment, new ways of being fulfilled. Again, your cup runneth over. So take that time to embrace the joy, embrace the good that's available to you. Call in those new cycles. There's heart healing, maybe even new love, a new love connection coming through for you, Sagittarius, if not a renewed one. But it all starts from within, right? So make sure that you're being loving and kind towards yourself. Make sure you're having compassion for yourself. Because I've got this water energy here, especially with this Ace of Cups in terms of advice, I would encourage you to take us all back. You know, I would say that for everybody, but especially because of this water element, purification is what the Ace of Cups can also represent. So that may have some significance for you. And again, I encourage you in that regard. But as advice, again, and just what's also coming into fruition, again, open up to the heart, open up to heart healing, listen to your heart. Your soul is speaking to you, and embrace. I feel like there's beautiful things coming your way that are already happening, even based just on this Nine of Cups, and that there's good that is underway. So what sort of vacation, what sort of downtime or break is your soul craving, Sagittarius? So what kind of vacation is Sagittarius craving? What's coming through in that regard? Spirit, thank you. Ooh, too many cards, but I'm going to go with this one. We got the High Priestess here in reverse, so let me tune onto that. We got Death, so here's Scorpio energy. So there's the watery energies with the High Priestess, with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm going to tune in here. Not everything is as it seems. There are certain things that you may not see coming. There's something that may be hidden. So use your gut, use your instincts, all right? You're ready to phase out of the old and what's no longer serving you. You're ready to move on from the past. And so acknowledge any areas where you're feeling a little bit stuck, and just, you know, do a cleanse. Embrace the changes, embrace the transformation. I feel like, again, you're ready for it. And, you know, you may not be listening to your intuition right now, Sagittarius. Maybe you're just having a grand old time, and you know what I mean? But it's kind of like Spirit saying, you know, not that you shouldn't be enjoying yourself. You're definitely allowed to, but make sure that you're also taking that time to listen and to pay attention to that spiritual guidance, to your intuition, and allow for your intuition to guide you. Allow, again, for your heart to guide you, and embrace the transformations that are heading your way. I feel like you're ready for that, and you are doing that. So Sagittarius, check out your moon and rising signs for some deeper insights, maybe even your Venus North nodes. Visit us and schedule your session, Kapualani. Girlondermoon.com. Excuse me, I'm Kapualani, but girlondermoon.com for any session support that you are seeking, 45-minute live or pre-recorded. We are here for you, all right? So take care. Have a blessed and brilliant Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, Sagittarius. Hey Capricorn, Kapualani here with your girl and her moon Virgo full moon lunar eclipse. Let's dive into the cards here and see what messages Spirit and the cards have for you. So Spirit, what is the message for Capricorn at this time? What does Capricorn need to hear, Spirit? Thank you. What is Capricorn's message from the universe? Got Eight of Swords kind of making an appearance, so there's something that's definitely in development. Try to take a breath, breathe, especially if you've been feeling a little caught up in your thoughts. If you feel like you've been going back and forth, all right, in your mind and struggling to kind of see forward or make a decision, okay? So again, Spirit, what is the message for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to hear at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, all over the place. So we've got Justice. This is a lot. We're going to go with it here and see what we see. So we've got Justice. We've got the Son of Wands. We've got the Daughter of Swords. So starting from the center, okay, what you need to hear from the universe. I don't know why, but it just got all things in moderation. Don't rush. Scales of balance, karmic balance is in order here. So where you've really been putting forth the effort, you're going to be seeing a return. You're going to be seeing the pendulum swinging back. So part of it as well, Capricorn, is make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, you're being fair, which I'm not saying that you aren't. But just want to stay on top of that. Make sure that you're minding the details for any, if there are any documents that you need to review, any contracts, so forth. Okay, that's going to be also pretty significant for you. What's being brought into your awareness? Son of Wands, don't rush. All right. There may be some travel. There may be things that are happening very quickly. There may be some new information for you to look into, to look at. So again, pay attention to the details. Don't rush through anything. You may be feeling very excited about something, but don't get too caught up in the details either. Don't be overwhelmed by the details. Okay. Sometimes it's like information overload, information overwhelm, but you're going to be okay. You're going to figure it out. We did look at that. There we go. That Eight of Swords that we saw earlier as well. So we've got with the advice. Okay. Actually, I think we want to put that one there. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles here as your advice. So take things slowly. And even if we look at this, and I'm just going to look at this as an overall message, and I'm sure you won't mind, Capricorn. But go over the details. Go over the details, okay? This is the time to slow down and to take account of all the work that you've managed, like all of the good, all of the work, all of the things that you've managed to complete. You're almost there, 80% of the way there, 8 steps out of 10 steps the way there. So, if it feels like you're just kind of sitting around twiddling your thumbs, this is a time to pay attention to the details again. And stitch in time saves 9, is the saying, with that kind of gap there, that hole. You don't want to let things fall through the cracks. Pay attention. There's something here for you, Capricorn, about paying attention to the details. Taking the time to make any adjustments that are necessary, shift gears in how you're continuing to do whatever it is that you're doing or whatever it is that you're trying to complete or get done. What kind of break or downtime is your soul kind of just craving right now? Eight of Swords, you just kind of want to breathe and allow, it's almost like being on autopilot is what I'm getting. I don't know if you just kind of feel that way, or if that resonates, makes sense, but I'm getting that with this Eight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. So we got 2 8s here. So 8 may be a significant number, or 88. So I would look up angel number 88 or 8 if that resonates with you, for you. But get organized. Use this time to get organized. Use this time to, do some personal inventory. I feel like, even like I've said this in another signs reading, but cleaning your closet, that sort of thing, getting things lined up. Because something is in development. There are things beyond your awareness that are taking place behind the scenes, is what I'm getting. So trust that the good that you seek is well underway. Okay, we're shifting. Even though there may be certain elements that are unknown to you, Capricorn, that doesn't mean that things are stuck or stagnated. It just may feel that way with your current reality. But again, around you, outside of you, in the greater world, in the bigger picture, everything everything is in a state of flux, okay? So use this time to your advantage. Use this kind of downtime if that resonates. If and where you have downtime, use that to your advantage, okay? Yes, we want to stay busy, but again, if things are a little bit disheveled or disorganized, use this time to kind of put things in order, okay? So Capricorn, check out your moon and rising signs for a bit of deeper insights, as well as your Venus and North nodes. I always like to add that in there. But book your session with us, girlonhermoon.com. We've got 45-minute live readings in addition to our pre-recorded readings. So I do hope that this time together has been supportive. I'm wishing you a very bright and blessed Virgo full moon lunar eclipse. Capricorn, till next time. Hey Aquarius, how are you? I hope this finds you doing well, and if not, I'm sending loads and loads of light and energy support your way. And if you are doing well, I'm still sending you loads of light and energy support your way. So, Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know? What is Aquarius's message from the universe for this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse? We got this 7 of Pentacles has been making the round. So get organized. Take this time to do some inventory. Ask yourself who and what is worth your time, energy, and value. This is that time for it, okay? With the 7 of Pentacles, it's about, based on the actions that you're taking, that you've been taking, has it been worth your while? Right? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the saying that goes along with it. Aside from the reason that we get organized is so that we can take account of our progress, right? Notice where we have progress. If this were a garden, for example, if you had planted seeds in a garden, over time, there's debris that gets in the way. There's areas where we may have overwatered or underwatered, the sunlight, all that kind of thing that affects the growth, right? So there is a harvest that you've been working on that you're starting to see those returns, and you want that harvest to continue to thrive. So it's time to tend to your garden, and whether, weeding out what doesn't belong, clearing the debris, okay, is going to be a big one that I'm getting for you, Aquarius. So what will this full moon be bringing to your awareness? Father of Pentacles. So yeah, it is. It's getting hands-on, being accountable and responsible for your manifestations by really getting into it. When I see the Father of Pentacles, it's how you're showing up, and it's how you're presenting yourself as well. There may be something significant coming through with work or career responsibilities, with money, for example, in terms of knowing that you're arriving or you have arrived is what I'm hearing. I feel like I'm hearing also dress the part. So if you're going for an interview or if you're going on a date, right? This is like, take a moment. It's okay for you to be a little not vain, but stop and check yourself out in the mirror and be like, wow, I make this look good, or I look good. It's okay to sort of give yourself those kudos is what I'm hearing. I feel like this is also a reminder of how capable you are, that, you have been, there's been a work in progress, or you yourself are a work in progress. Your life, your career path and goals, even if it's about love or whatnot, it's been in progress. So you have made it. When we see that father energy, that's that epitome of that masculine energy, again, of responsibility, of self-discipline, of know-how. All right, you are an expert in your field. You've got the experience to just make something happen. You don't need to get caught up in your thoughts and self-doubting. All right, it's about strategizing and executing, okay, not second guessing. And I feel like you get that, Aquarius. So what do you need to potentially revisit this full moon? What is Aquarius revisiting this full moon, Spirit? Thank you. All right, 10 of Swords. Mind your mental health. All right, with the 10 of Swords, keep it simple. Stick with what's in front of you, what you can see, hold, and touch, not the thoughts that are dancing around in your mind, potentially torturing or tormenting you, overwhelming you. I feel like there's a lot of just, sometimes when I see the 10 of Swords, I think about information overload and overwhelm. It's like I said earlier, we've got a strategy, now we're going to execute. We're not going to be strategizing and planning and strategizing and planning and strategizing and planning while we're standing still, just kind of oh my gosh, digging our heels in. Right? Let the air circulate is another one that I'm getting. Take a breather. Make sure that you are breathing. okay? Remove like the blindfolds, or just don't be afraid to just get started, to see what's right in front of you. We're closing out cycles of madness and insanity, cycles of like being restless in our thoughts, of hyperventilating. We're cycling out of that. We are clearing out of those energies, okay? Because this is 10, which is the endings and the beginnings. So you're learning lessons. Again, there's something that you have actually in the real world developed an expertise in, and even if this is about love, okay, you've been in enough self-torturous thoughts and experiences, people that have caused you even to feel like, oh my gosh, am I gaslighting myself, am I being gaslit? You can see the tangible evidence in front of you by the results that have taken place or that have not taken place, right? But you're no shrieking violet is what I'm getting. Like, so there's something here about you standing in your power, Aquarius. So let's get you some advice for a smooth full moon. So Spirit, what is the advice for Aquarius? What's getting ready to come into fruition here? Thank you Spirit. The message for Aquarius, some advice. Okay, way too. This is a ton of cards, but to be fair, I've been pulling out all the cards that have fallen out. We've been kind of taking a glance at them for any of the signs where this has happened. So I'm just going to do it for you. Emperor, okay? So standing in your power, there's the masculine energy that's coming through. So we're being non-reactive. We are responding accordingly, but we're not going to be reactive. Aries energy with this Emperor energy that's coming through. So strategy is going to be a big one. When we have the Emperor is all about maintaining and sustaining the status quo, but being quick to act if and when necessary, if an opportunity presents itself, right? But we're not going to be reactive. We're going to be responsive, right? So again, we're going to strategize with that before we just jump headfirst into something. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to be willing. So the Emperor, there's a lot here that I feel is about the bottom line, about being responsible. Got another king, another father showing up, another masculine energy showing up. So this is like really standing in your power, not being afraid to move forward, detach from any overwhelming emotion, take control of the situation, take control of your reality, take control of your thoughts, okay? You are in control. You are the one who has a say so. Don't hesitate to express yourself, to call things out, but coming from a place of wisdom, all right, more than anything, because we're not trying to be cutting with our words. It can come across that way at times, and sometimes, the truth hurts, but there's also delegation and a way of putting things, okay? So there's responsibility to yourself, to the whole, and maybe to others around you, but things are going to be moving very quickly. So this is what sort of break, what sort of downtime is your soul craving? You want to take control. You want to get a grip on the mental. You want to shift out of those self-torturous thoughts or all of that overwhelm in the mental sense, in the details, where things just aren't making sense, where there is no logic, where things are irrational. We want to bring it into a place of sanity, right? But again, things are going to be moving very quickly when it comes to decisions. Okay, there may be a number of decisions. There may be travel. There may be movement that's happening. If not physically, things may be moving very quickly again. But ultimately, we got the Two of Cups. So this is what you're ready for. You're ready for heart connection. You're ready for heart healing. You're ready for fulfillment. So even if it has nothing to do with a love connection, it's always from the inside out first and foremost. So it's seeing your wants and needs being met, being honored. Okay. Four of Pentacles, foundations, anywhere that you may be feeling insecure, we are going to create a sense of security. You're ready for that. You're ready for some normalcy. You're ready for things to flow with ease and to not have to feel so restricted or like you're clinging on or fixating on an end result coming into being. So we're going to move on. We're moving on from what's not working. We're moving on from the past, even if it was, there are beautiful things that have happened. The well has run dry, so it's time to seek out greener pastures. Okay, got the Sun. Pay attention to the present moment. Stay present to the moment. Liberate yourself from what's not working, what hasn't been working. Embrace your inner child and the joy. Embrace the moment and your ability to take action in the here and now, because ultimately justice is working on your behalf. So we got Leo energy, we got Libra energy here. And with that air, we've got your sign, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And I believe I mentioned with the Father of Pentacles. If I didn't, I'm going to mention it now. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energies, okay? So, this justice energy, okay, karmic justice, karmic circumstances are coming to a close where things have been imbalanced. Get ready for it to become balanced. All right. And nothing is hidden under the sun. It's going to be revealed. So where you have felt wronged in the past, don't worry. It's going to come around, like karma is a bee. But you behave yourself and you will see the good manifesting in your life. All right, Aquarius. So I encourage you to check out your moon and rising signs, your Venus, your north nodes, if it speaks to you. And of course, book your session with us. We're here for you, girlundermoon.com, for a 45-minute live or a pre-recorded. We are here for you, but have a blessed and bright Virgo full moon lunar eclipse. Aquarius, till next time. Greetings, Pisces. How are you? Kapualani here with your girl and her moon, Virgo full moon lunar eclipse reading. Let's dive into the cards. Let's see what we see for you, Pisces. What's coming through? What's underway? Spirit, what does Pisces need to hear from the universe this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse? Thank you, Spirit. What is Pisces' message? We got the star. Have hope, okay? Aquarius energy. Let yourself open up to your imagination, to your dream space. Have faith in your dreams and your wishes. There's a space for that. You are the star of your own show, Pisces, so embody it. And, keep in mind that you're a star on the rise. So the wishes that you're making, that you have made, the dreams that have been, just kind of circulating. I don't know why, but I'm hearing like you're going places. Your dreams are underway, that sort of thing. So if and where you have lost sight of things, you're going to be feeling hopeful again, okay? And you're encouraged to. With this star energy, it's always about, see that star in the sky as your guiding light in the dark, right? And remember, head in the clouds, feet on the ground, all right? And eyes forward, with that being said. So what will this woman be bringing to your awareness, Pisces? Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. Look at that. So another technically kind of like a star here with that pentacle. Yeah, we do have a star energy. So things are going to be developing over a period of time, but you're definitely in a position to embrace a new beginning, a new cycle. So open up to, again, the imagination, open up to your dreams, because there is a place for it and it's in development as we speak. There is a new seed for you to plant, a new beginning of stability, long-term stability, long-term goals that are underway. So look no further than within. Water your garden and care for yourself before you worry or focus on others too much. Got some hiccups coming through here. But what will you potentially be revisiting this full moon? 8 of Pentacles. So patience and persistence will benefit you here. Patience and persistence. I feel like with this 8 of Pentacles, you're much closer to your dreams, to that finish line than maybe you realize. So shift gears. Take the time to make the necessary adjustments that need to be made. Take the time to look back over your work. 8 is about review, okay? And we're coming out of the dark and into the light. So you're starting to see that finish line developing. So don't need to rush to the finish line. Those 2 remaining pentacles out of the 10 are going to be falling into place shortly. So you just want to prepare for its arrival. Yeah, we want to tie up any loose ends. We want to mend any sort of fence here, like, with this gap, this hole. We want to, a stitch in time saves 9 is what I say sometimes when I see this energy, this 8 of Pentacles. So take the time to do the prep work for those remaining 2 pentacles, the next pentacle, the 9 of Pentacles, and that 10 of Pentacles, because success is your birthright. I don't know why I just had to say that, Pisces, if there was ever a doubt. But let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Again, the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. where things have slowed down or felt stagnated, you can see it start to pick up again. Where it's stuck, things are going to get moving. Where things have just been moving and moving and moving, you know, making you dizzy, it's going to slow down and become manageable. But there are significant cycles, whether it's karmic or otherwise, ending and beginning. Things are getting ready to shift. So just be observant. Don't need to dive into things. This is all about being observant and minding any patterns. You know, it's almost like I'm just being you thinking of that, you know, the wheel of fortune turning one way, turns the other way, and right when you think it stops, it starts turning again. So don't worry, okay? Things will pick up if it's felt like it's slowed down. And if things are slowed down, this is again your time to shift gears and to do other things while spirit, karma, the energies are tending to the background. You know, everything else is happening in the background. If it's not apparent to you, it's happening beyond awareness. Things are, you know, still in a state of motion, even when we ourselves are sleeping or standing still, okay? But things are moving for you. And so what kind of break or downtime is your soul craving, Pisces? We've got the Magician. You want to be empowered. You're ready to make things happen, for magic to happen. You're ready to weave your magic, okay? Six of Swords, there's movement. So you moving towards something, something moving toward you, but we're leaving whatever hasn't been working behind. There could be travel, there could be a relocation that's significant with the Six of Swords. But look at that, another ace. We got two aces here, very beautiful and powerful. You're ready to make the magic is what I'm getting. You're ready for magic. You're ready for healing. And I say that because of the life force with the Ace of Wands. You're ready for those new beginnings, a new perspective. All right. You are ready to not only plant that seed, but you want to see, you're ready to see where it's developing, how it's going to grow, and all that good stuff. And so I feel like such positive and beautiful energies for you, Pisces. And one thing that I want to mention before we wrap this up here, Wheel of Fortune energies are the fixed signs. So just if you have this in your chart, or if this is a significant person around you, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, we got that Aquarius with the star, and the Magician is reflective of Virgo and Gemini. All right, so we got fire signs and earth signs here. You get the deal, air signs. Sorry not to leave those signs out, but Pisces, I want to encourage you to check out your moon and rising signs, and also your Venus and North nodes, whatever resonates and speaks to you. But book your session with us, girlundermoon.com, for a 45-minute live reading, or we've got the pre-recordeds, of course. So I'm wishing you a very blessed and bright Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, Pisces. Till next time, take care.